I'm Fenwick McKelvey. Demons are real. Not the fantasy ones like Karen, who ferried souls across the river Styx in the Greek underworld. No, I'm talking about computer demons. And without their constant work, all hell would break loose in our technological society. Demons are the programs running in the backgrounds of our computers, phones, servers, and networks. They help our computers print, they service websites, they make sure our messages get where they need to go online. Like gremlins and bugs, demons make technology work, and not. At their worst, they are literally what bedevils us, but most of the time we just ignore them. We ignore how they influence our lives in all sorts of ways. Shouldn't we know what they do? We can and have a right to know. It's about time. My research is about demons and what I call an internet as things, full of demons and bots, algorithms and AI. I explore their impacts on politics and policy, online and offline. Demons are the other artificial intelligence. We've all heard of machine learning and deep learning, but we forget about the demons. They're old. Oliver Selfridge in 1959 described one of the first machine learning programs as a pandemonium. His pandemonium recognized the letters of the alphabet. Different kinds of demons, he imagined, would work together to process, compare, and finally decide a letter based on a signal. Demons were a collective artificial intelligence, and his pandemonium should be familiar to us all. Going back beyond Selfridge to Victorian times and the popular thought experiment Maxwell's demon, I chart how demons evolved from concept to reality, eventually blossoming into the pandemonium of code-based creatures that orchestrate our internet as things. In my book, I look at ARPANET, one of the predecessors of today's internet, as a point when imaginary demons became a reality. ARPANET was one of the first communication systems to rely on computers distributed across the network, working together to transmit information, a pandemonium not too far off from Selfridge's vision of artificial intelligence. ARPANET foreshadows our present reality, where demons, these distributed programs working together, optimize our systems and, by extension, our societies. I use this word optimize deliberately. The roots of the word come from optimism, the idea of the optimal, the best, or so we think. Let me give some examples. I saw this bus drive past me once, so effortlessly. Don't get stuck in traffic with an optimum ride. Or infant formula with OptiGrow technology. I noticed when I was shopping for my newborn. Now, obviously, this is clearly much better than infant formula with sub-OptiGrow technology. The optimal over the last century has become used more and more in science and technology. When you hear about optimizing, it's often from computer scientists explaining how they arrived at an answer or why their system works best. Good technology behaves optimally. Demons optimize. It's not hard to imagine something might go wrong, optimization out of control. Daniel Suarez does so in his cyber thriller, appropriately titled Demon. The book imagines the aftermath of a rogue artificial intelligence, what he calls a demon. Global disruption ensues as the demon tries to get the world with its program. But that's science fiction, and demons are real. Demons optimize our communications every day, deciding what traffic takes priority over others. As demons have become more capable, intelligent, their influences spark some of our biggest policy debates. Network neutrality. How much control demons should have over our networks. It's a question of deciding how best to use this newfound control, this ability to optimize. But I've also found optimization being used across our society, and the excitement around optimization closely tracks with disruption. In political campaigns, website colors will be optimized for fundraising. The Republican Performance Optimization and Experiments team claimed the red button raised the most money. Democrats came to a similar conclusion in prior elections. A new startup called Dopamine promises to help developers make their apps more sticky by measuring and allocating an optimal amount of dopamines. You need to spread out those dopamines. You can't use them all at once. They have to be optimized. Apple caught the attention of the Canadian Parliament for slowing down their older iPhones. As Canadian members of Parliament called for an inquiry into Apple battery life, Apple itself struggled to explain that the slower performance was actually an optimal decision, allowing older phones to die more gracefully as they taxed aging batteries less. Slow performance was optimal for aging machines. As we think of optimization as an engineering problem, we ignore that optimization is a political problem, a matter of what is best for us. By being unquestioned, technological optimization has exceeded our capacity to govern it. What I've learned in writing this book, it's media activists, pirates, and hackers who have made these matters political, illuminating the digital underworld. Network neutrality is a public issue because of activists realizing that technical decisions about network optimization should be public. Suddenly, technical optimization, demons working at their best capacity, are not really optimal for us all. And this activism needs to continue for the next wave of disruptions. Artificial intelligence, next generation networks like 5G, smart cities. If we think we can invite demons into our cities and our lives without consultation, without arguments over control and optimization, without politics, then we will continue to ignore them, even as our lives feel more and more like pandemonium. Remember, demons are real. Thank you so much.